previously on Fantastic Comics Presents?
I went to a Ren fair one time. Wow, wow. Oh, anyway. And we were a group of friends, some boys and some girls going through. And we got to the part where someone was selling a chastity belt, or they're like, "We could fit you for a chastity belt." And my friend's like, "No." She did not like that. It was a good one. Michelle.
Nobody willingly.
Her name was Michelle. Nobody willingly does. She thought it, she thought it was funny, but not down.
It's funny in the sense that, like, yeah, people used to control women that much. That's funny, but
hey, you don't want your daughters getting,
What did Judas Priest say? Send your daughter to the slaughter.
Send your daughter to the slaughter.
I think that Rob Halford, gay as he is, had the right idea.
Wow, this is Fantastic Comics Presents number 3, Complicit Comics. That's the name of this episode. Welcome everybody. What are you talking about? Send your daughters to the slaughter?
Yeah. You are not a Judas Priest fan, I take it.
Not really. I've never gotten into them.
Well, then sorry, you're just not privy to the joke, which isn't really a joke. It's kind of an awesome song. Judas Priest is all right, man. They're all right. I don't know. I wouldn't listen to them nowadays. Anything if they put out an album tomorrow, I would not listen to it.
All right. Hello, everybody. How's it going? How's it going there, Etienne?
It's going all right. How you doing?
What'd you think of my opening?
That's pretty funny, man. It's really
funny. Shoot.
Hello, Fantinuum. Hello, Corey.
Yes, Fantinuum, Corey,
Hello,
Jill, all here saying hi. How's it going? If you enjoyed that, please
unnamed lurkers.
Unnamed lurkers, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. In fact, here, let me just remind you.
Fine.
Hit that like button.
I will. Okay, I will. You're gonna get one like today.
I worked hard on that. It took me. I had to lower the volume and raise the volume, and I wish I would have tapered it more, but I liked it all right.
All right, nice. So it was Iron Maiden, not Judas Priest? Is that
Iron Maiden, yeah. I kind of was like, when you were saying it, I'm trying to be better about listening to people as they talk. Like actually.
Oh my goodness. Is that what's been the problem this whole time?
No, it's not exactly the problem. It's, when we have that conversation about filling space and whatnot, or air.
Huh.
I'll just sit back and not say anything for a little bit. Anyway, yeah, so you said Judas Priest, and I just kind of went with it. Because I wasn't quite sure, but I kind of knew. I knew. But you're not that big an Iron Maiden fan, right?
No, not a Judas Priest either.
I like that song, and I remembered it because, it's Iron Maiden. But I couldn't say it at that time. Just
in my mind, it's still Judas Priest.
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter.
Cheers, everybody.
Prost, Nostravia, all those things, right? I don't know the rest of them, but I'm sure there's one for every language.
I'm sure there is.
Why is ours so lame?
Cheers,
everybody.
Well, it's a program.
Yeah, I know that, but it's nah.
Probably comes from we can't shed our British heritage or English
fast enough. You mean?
We try. America tries.
They're swinging on our balls now, not the other way around.
Man, you're going right back to that already. Welcome to Fantastic Comics Presents number 4, everybody. I entitled this one "The Best There Is." If you can tell me what that refers to in the chat, let me know. I'll give you a thumbs up myself if you know. And it's not Chris Jericho for all you wrestling fans out there. All right. Well, there you go. How was your week, Etienne? We talked to each other the other day, but...
Dude, I can't even remember yesterday. What does that say? Dude, okay, so something else happened. Very strange. I don't know. I probably need to go to the doctor at this point.
Did you fall and hit your head?
No, but I could have very easily killed somebody last night, and I wouldn't have known it.
Did you go out driving? Sleep driving?
Not sleep driving. I went to the grocery store, and I completely blacked out. I don't remember. All of a sudden, I hit the curb, and uh-oh, that's not good.
Oh, wow. You're kind of doing that on the stream right now also.
I don't know what to tell you about that.
Well, someone's roboting. I don't know who it is. It's either you or me. But
well, your image has disappeared from my stream.
Don't say that. Really?
Yeah.
I think that's because of you.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching it on my phone right now also. But maybe I'm wrong.
Well, on my screen, my YouTube, it doesn't look promising.
With me? Or with you?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
I mean, everything's working well now. I don't see any roboting or anything.
That's good. You're still not on my
Fantastic Comics Press. That's the best. The best there was, the best there is, the best there ever will be. I think that's how it goes. I'm not talking about Bret Hart.
Yeah,
not wrestling related.
Jill Wood.
That is how Corey smashed her car. I can't remember what episode we aired.
Don't worry about that. We're not going back to that.
What are you guys doing in life that you're blacking out?
It was very brief, but I don't know. I was completely sober, and I can't tell you. I have no idea.
Maybe it's like a compound. All those whippets you did over the years.
I did whippets for one night. One night, and I can't live it down.
You should just take a lift. In fact, just have them deliver it to you instead.
That would be cool.
Oh, see, and it looks like I'm all by myself. But I can read chat, so if I'm alone. Oh, wait, hold on a second.
You're not alone. I did that on purpose because it wouldn't, wouldn't refresh.
Oh, I see. I was like, oh, no. This is the day I'm all by myself.
Bye bye.
I actually have I actually have a guest host maybe lined up for when you're not available.
Where? Here?
On this show, yeah. Well, not this show tonight. I didn't know that I was going to need you intermittently as the show goes on. But a guy named Rick Worley, he does comic books. He also has a YouTube channel. It's WORLEY. And he did a Star Wars video that's got a lot of hits. He has a video that 21,000 hits already.
Nice.
And what he's doing is he's kind of rebutting the Red Letter Media and the haters of the original Star Wars prequel trilogy.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
Okay, well, all of that sequel trilogy.
I know what you're talking about. Numbers.
We're talking Phantom Menace, number 1
and 3, the crappiest ones. Yeah,
you would think so.
I know, I do think so.
Well, he is trying to suggest that you are incorrect.
Okay.
And in the same way as the Red Letter Media guys break it down with less comedy, I'm assuming. I haven't seen all of it. Watch about a half hour. It's good.
How long is it?
It's 2.5 hours. I told him just do it, and he had when we get him on the show, he'll let us know about all the trials and tribulations of getting a video about Star Wars up on YouTube.
I bet.
Because he wanted to put good music in. You can't use John Williams music.
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, he doesn't even care about being monetized, but yeah, you just can't get away with it if you want people to actually see it. So he had to like use a lot of other stuff. And yeah, when we have him on, I'll have him talk about it. But 21,000 views.
That's fine.
Even if it's only 10,000 real views. That's pretty
sure it's more than 10.
It's better than our Steak and Show.
I want to know what it is because I want to watch it before he's on the show because I want to tell him how he's wrong.
Oh, we'll go for it. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, Rick Worley, Worley. You can just check it out when we're done with our show tonight.
I can't spell. Put it in the thing. Make a banner. Go.
I will. Okay, I will.
That's the best way because then you're giving him promotion and you're helping me actually visualize the thing I need to type later.
I thought you were just colorblind. Rick Worley. Well, what I could do is maybe I'll share some of the video.
No, just let people go on their own.
So if you're a Star Wars fan, he's obviously going to be very supportive of the Phantom Menace.
I don't know.
And if you are a hater and just want to watch more things about Star Wars to give you more, maybe you'll change your point of view a little bit. But yeah, he's coming from a different premise than, we'd say, oh, that was just a crappy movie. I had a customer that told me that he took his kids to see The Phantom Menace, and, we all hate Jar Jar. I didn't see the movie.
I'm sure they
loved it. I mean,
stupid little kids.
Stupid little kids love Ewoks or Jawas or whatever.
Ewoks are gross, dude. Like I can't watch that movie anymore.
They were gonna eat our heroes.
No, they were gonna eat the one made out of metal, which really
no. The one made of metal was the one that was the god.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah.
Waving like the queen. Hello.
And they're like 3PO, get me out of here.
It would have made more sense if it was a planet of Wookiees, but that's okay.
Yeah, so Rick Worley, everybody. Anyway, he's a customer of the store. He also does a comic book. And
what's his comic book?
Oh God, why am I blanking on the name? He was just in.
Yep, this is embarrassing.
Yeah, it's not that embarrassing.
Yeah, it should be.
Why is it should be?
Because it's you knew you were going to be talking about this guy on the show. I asked questions.
I didn't know we were going to be talking about it.
Well, you seem like you should have.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
You're a jerk.
I know that. So do you. We've been friends a long time, buddy.
Long
time.
Maybe this is the episode.
Yeah, this is it. I'm through with you. Such a jerk.
I have I know. I'll share the screen so I can let our Patreon subscribers know what I've done with some of the money. I purchased that thing. Have you seen that before, Etienne?
That is nice.
I don't know if that's the exact one I purchased, but I purchased one of those.
Yeah, I think that the name is dumb, but I really like the thing.
The CZUR.
I assume that's check your attitude.
Yeah, check.
You're at 16.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
When do you get it? When does it show up? Where does it come from? Who did you buy it from? Where is it made?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Okay.
When it comes in, I have a song perfect for that.
Soon to be China.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. 27 years or something.
Oh, in 27 more years?
Something like that. They get handed over completely to China at that point.
I don't think they want to do that.
But I don't think it matters what they want.
Well, 27 years. I mean, we should all be dead by then, right?
The world should end before that.
I've heard that we're on the verge of like World War III imminently.
No, who thinks that?
I maybe I was wrong about World War III.
Did I ever tell you about the old geezer that my mom married? That was like he was talking about
your dad that way, huh?
No, that was rude.
You mean recently, right?
No, that was also rude.
What? Sorry.
He lived through the period of time when the Cuban Missile Crisis was going on. And he's like, World War III, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, they weren't going to blow anybody up. And nobody's interested in blowing up the world. And he's like, you weren't there. Nobody wants to blow up the world. I mean, not really.
Nobody.
I mean, maybe the people that like want to end the Western world do, but people with nuclear bombs don't want to really blow up the world. They want to live on it, right? Because where are they going to go? Mutually assured destruction and all that nonsense. Like nobody's going to get out of it alive if somebody launches a nuclear bomb, right? It's not going to happen. So they can't. I mean, okay, well, if it does, whatever. You can go back. The aliens can come and dig up this video and be like, he was wrong.
He was wrong.
That guy was wrong. He was talking out of his ass.
Everybody talks about this zombie apocalypse. Aren't we already in it?
Yeah, my stepdad. He was not my stepdad. Fuck that guy. Well, excuse my language. Jesus.
This isn't for kids anymore, remember?
It's not the first 5 minutes either, I don't think.
Yeah, I think we're okay now.
Actually, yeah, we're fine.
Curse away.
Fuck.
Well, there you go. There goes the monetization.
17 cents.
So just to let you know, to get monetized,
yeah,
you need 1,000 subscribers.
We knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that.
And 4,000 hours of viewing time within like a quarter.
I think that's easier to get than the 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah. If you can get
if you have the 1,000 subscribers, you will get the 4,000 hours.
Yeah. So what we'll probably do is we'll stream Rick's video and maybe we can get some views. I'm just joking.
Why don't you just hire like semi-naked girls to like prance around behind you, and then we'll just like start racking up the money.
You can't do that on YouTube.
Says who? Girls in bikinis.
My girlfriend, I guess.
That's my girlfriend.
I don't do that. That's like exploitation. Look at my walls back behind me. There's hardly anything that would be suggestive of that.
Somebody's getting hung. Back there.
Well, it is a lady. That's the Frankenstein by.
Was she a witch? She looks like a witch.
I don't think they did that. Well, I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I got to admit, I've not read all of Frankenstein.
Oh, no, nor have I.
Sorry.
It's an anti-science book, so I'm never going to read it.
It's an anti-science book?
Yeah, it's like one of the very first stories about like when science goes too far. And I'm not into that. I don't think science can go too far.
Really?
Not really. No. No.
What about depending on what it's being used for?
That's a little bit different, right?
Because like let's say
I don't approve of the human testing that was done during World War II. I don't approve of that. But at the same time, like it didn't have to be. What?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
What?
I freely use all the whatever came from it after the fact.
You better use that. You know what I mean? People died for that information. You better use it. But you should also, make it very well known that that information was gathered in a pretty atrocious manner.
They don't do that with animals.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
They say, "Oh yeah, we burnt eyes off bunny rabbits to test this."
Oh, you mean do they let people know how they treated the animals?
Yeah.
You don't want to know that stuff either, really. I mean, the animal testing still happens. It's real. Dude, there were cows that there was like this, I don't know what they were doing exactly. They were doing work on gut biome for cattle. It was like serious stuff, right? It's for science, but it was in the town where I went to high school, and they had these cows that had glass or plastic type doors, so they could just open up the side of the cow and like reach in and take samples and stuff.
Yuck. All right.
Science.
Science. Little Thomas Dolby for you.
I don't think Corey likes it.
Well, all right. So, like, I'm a baseball guy, and there's been this big cheating thing that's been going on recently.
Are they even ashamed?
All of baseball is basically shitting on the Astros right now.
Well,
and it's like, I can't wait to go to a game to boo these sons of bitches. I mean, they should have the best away attendance in all of baseball going forward. I mean, better than a Yankees on the road or a Cubs on the road or a Red Sox on the road. I'm going to go hurl ice at the Houston Astros players tonight. I can't wait. I mean, oh, it's going to be so good. These pieces of shit. It's going to be,
Well, okay, so that's fine, but why haven't they punished these guys for cheating?
The baseball players had immunity to come forward. And since then, the commissioner of baseball said that he didn't think that anything was going to come from a punishment to the players because of the players union being so strong. Everybody says
punish the team.
Yeah, they got $5 million.
That's nothing.
That's the most that has been the owners got together and they decided that's the most that can be fined at any one time. They got draft picks taken away. The general manager and the manager were suspended for an entire year, and subsequently fired.
Okay, well, that's better.
And the manager came out and he had an interview and he was like this. I can't tell you how sorry I am. I tried. There was a clubhouse. He kept shaking his head as he was. I'm so very, very sorry. And
no, I'm not.
Everybody know how I feel about this. And
nope.
And just the whole interview, like 25 minutes of, I'm going to shake my head while I tell you, I really am sorry. Yeah,
I think they should take their rings away, strip them of their charter or whatever it is, and make them not a real team anymore. Make them go back to the minor leagues.
Yeah. Well, so like Dodger players who lost to the Astros in one of their first years of cheating have been coming out and piling on. Players from other teams have been coming out piling on. It sounds like, I don't know. There's a crazy revolt going on right now, and it's interesting to see where that's going to go. And as a baseball fan and a guy that likes drama, this
and
is
cocaine.
Great.
Oh.
And then going back to science. Oh, so the funniest thing was Dusty Baker is the new coach of the Astros.
Is that a stripper?
Dusty Baker?
Yeah, sounds like a stripper.
He was a Giants manager at one time.
Oh,
and during the Barry Bonds steroid time, right?
Dusty.
So now he's coming out and talking for the Astros, and everybody's like, "This guy he's not even the coach from before. Why is he coming out and talking?" And I was looking at YouTube comments, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, Dusty Baker is going to really, lay down the law when it comes to cheating." It's Barry Bonds.
She sounds hot.
Dusty Baker.
Dusty Baker sounds super hot. I want to meet this chick. She hot? She sounds hot. She does. Dude, come on.
Dusty?
Why don't you introduce us?
She sounds like an outfielder to me. A big one too.
Dusty Baker. I don't know, man. Sounds like a stripper name.
Yeah, Jill B. Pill. Pete Rose actually was punished. My father
got so much cocaine in him, it doesn't matter.
I don't know anything about that.
He didn't
but my father would always say, it's funny how they allow people that have alcohol, addiction and drug addiction to come back into baseball. I thought sports betting was an addiction. Maybe you could. Yeah,
Are you addicted to anything, Yule?
I'm addicted to streaming live and talking about comic books. Woo!
And baseball, apparently.
That was the end of the baseball talk. Sorry, guys.
We're done with the baseball?
Season's starting. Just want you all to know.
When?
26th.
We don't have a team here.
In New Mexico?
No.
You used to have Albuquerque, right? Albuquerque,
Yes.
New Mexico, right?
That's the one.
The Dodgers, back when I was a kid, had the Albuquerque Dukes.
Yep, it's Duke City after all.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
And then there was the Albuquerque Isotopes, which were based off the Simpsons.
Is that the hockey team?
No, it's a baseball team. The Springfield Isotopes were going to move to Albuquerque, and Homer couldn't remember, and he was like, "Oh, I'll be quirky."
It's Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, and he's all, "The Isotopes are moving to Albuquerque." Simpsons. Anyhow, let me put some banners up so that I can say, "Oh, this is going to work." Yeah, there we go. All right.
Ooh.
Wait, did I do the right one?
I don't know.
Oh no,
what'd you want to do?
Oh, I wanted to do.
What did you think was going to happen?
Son of a bitch.
That's right.
I thought I had.
You were wrong. Sorry.
Did I erase it? It's your fault. One way or the other, it's your fault.
That's cool. I'm into that, actually. I don't mind. You can
well,
blame me.
I had a ticker. I had a ticker all ready to go that said
the ticker. Listen to you.
That's what that is. See that,
showing your age
across the bottom, that ticker.
Yeah.
About where we're going to be moving to, but I'm going to say it vocally so you all can hear it, so that if anybody I am ignoring and not telling where we're going to move, they can know that at 2643
we're moving.
We are moving to Fantastic Comics is moving to 1708 MLK.
Got it. 1708 MLK. That's very hard to do in my head, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So we're moving to Vimeo. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. We're
Goodbye,
moving to
YouTube.
Vimeo.
It's been lovely.
Daily Motion, BitChute, all that stuff.
Yeah, they keep popping up, and I'm never doing another one.
No, YouTube's the way to go.
I don't know if it's the way to go, but it's certainly the better of the platforms that are out there.
I like it as far as, getting together, talking about stuff, letting people know about some comics that are coming out tomorrow. Do
you know who Coffee Junkie 79 is?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Why don't you say hi to your cousin?
Hey, cousin, how's it going? Are I doing free comic book day? Okay, so wait, wrong one. Are I doing free comic book day? Yes, we're going to be doing free comic day.
Is that in May?
It's the first Saturday in May.
Okay.
We might have a great turnout. I mean, depending on how many customers we bring over to this place, I've had a lot of people telling me that they live in the area and they're actually going to be closer. Wow, this is going to be awesome. People actually work in this area also, so they're going to be coming in the store. I think this is great. Only a few people have said they don't want to continue to go on. It's for whatever reason.
They weren't really your friends anyway.
That's right. One person surprised me. I was a little bicycle. This is strange, but whatever. Anyhow, I don't know if there's enough space in our store to be able to profit from free comic book day.
Certainly for the first year, profit should not be the main agenda.
I don't know if I can physically put enough items to buy.
I get it. You are moving to a new location.
Yes.
You should do everything in your power to get people into your store.
Yeah, but I can fit 5 people into my store.
Have a table outside, piled high with wet free comic books.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, May. Yes, definitely possible.
Possibly.
Lovely rain we're having.
It should be interesting though. Let's just say that.
You can do grab bags too. Just like put them in a little plastic bag and be like, "Get out of here! Here's your free comic book. Get the fuck out. Go. Get away."
Well, I mean, we do that anyway.
We don't like you.
We won't do it quite to the extent that we did all our other years. Our other years, we would buy hundreds of the main titles, but now I just won't have anywhere to put them.
Hundreds,
500, sometimes 1,000 for a store like us. I think that's man. I was just
You got to get some strippers for that too.
For free comics, yeah, definitely.
Yes, yes.
So yes, we are going to be doing free comic book day.
Nice.
The sidewalk is very small.
Middle of the road.
I again remember how I was talking about how there's restrictions in this place. Maybe
Berkeley sucks.
But this is going to be a lot more fun in this area.
Yeah, probably.
I think everybody's going to have a good time.
You're not going to have a lot of the problems you have now.
No.
And by problems, I mean
every day. All right, so comic shop talk, everybody.
Yay.
We'll call it.
Did I ever tell you the story about seeing somebody pooping? Did I ever tell you about that?
No, but I've seen it.
I never wanted to see I never wanted to see that in action. Like I never wanted to see the ejection. I didn't know what I was looking at. Berkeley.
And you looked.
I couldn't help it. I was just like, what's this motion over here? And I was like, what am I looking? Oh, come on. That's not fair. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that on the street?
I think one night, maybe like a late night, you and I should get together on a stream on my personal channel. And we should talk about some of the fucked up shit we've seen in our life.
Yeah, boom, exactly.
I mean, the first time I came into I got to San Francisco. Hey, Diablo Hashcraft, how's it going? Anyway, I don't want to do it on this channel. It's too, even if we're not for kids. I mean, that's not for store either. That kind of talk.
Yeah, sure.
But wow. Oh my God, Jill's talking.
That's disgusting. That is disgusting.
Yeah,
you know what? What's the worst that's going to happen to you if you do that?
Well, Jill was the manager. She probably had to clean it up.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the person that did that threw it. The person that. What's the worst that's going to happen?
I'm not getting anywhere near that person.
Well, I get that, but the worst that's going to happen is they're going to go to jail for a couple of days. That's it. And they probably want to go to jail for a couple of days. Beat him with a stick. No, not in Berkeley. If anything, Berkeley cops are too soft.
Oh, I meant me beat him with a stick.
Yeah, even still, like a minor beating, hospital, they'll wipe your ass for you there.
Yikes. Jill and I have seen some stuff walking back from Tower back in the day. That was in the Tower days.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cops do nothing. Well, the cops can't do anything. All they can, it's like catch and release.
Catch and release.
That's basically it. I was told that some guy stole from the store and we caught him. Yay, we caught him. And we're sitting in the back. We're waiting for the cops to show up. And they're telling me, when they do, they tell me that, I could press charges. But what's going to happen is I'm going to have to leave and go to the store, leave the store, go to court. Chances are nothing's going to come of it. Basically dissuading me from even bothering. I'm like, this is all we can release him in Oakland. I'm like, all right, whatever. Whatever.
No, put him on a train to Cincinnati.
Yeah, exactly.
With none of his earthly Wait, never mind. He doesn't have any.
Well, yeah. And I mean, the thing of the matter is he took a shirt and put it down his pants. Who wants that?
So you don't want that back. Why is he stealing shirts anyway?
It was a nice shirt. It was a Tokidoki.
I don't know what that means.
They make little toys like Kid Robot.
I still don't know what that means, but I'll believe you.
It's a style.
Can't help it.
I can't help it that I don't know about this stuff, these things.
Exactly.
Things that happen in the world. You know, like Tokidoki. Tokidoki. Everybody knows Tokidoki, right? Tell me in the chat.
No. We should do away with those words. Like always, everyone, nobody, never. They should all just get from the vocabulary.
Well, I did. It was more hyperbole.
Yes, I am aware of this, but
all right. This Fantinuum. Don't read him in the chat, everybody. Oh, I'm sorry, them. I was you want to say them. I don't want to like out you or anything like that.
Ugh.
All right, so there we go. How would you like to hear about a comic book I read?
Nah.
What if I said it was a Star Trek comic book?
Nah.
What if I said I have pictures to go along with it?
Okay. Now you're talking.
All right. Attend. Let me get the brand, the Mother's Basement thing going on.
So who publishes Star Trek comics these days?
Oh, these days?
IDW?
Yeah.
Figures.
Yeah.
Figures. In the past, would it have been Dark Horse? Who would have been doing it then? Been like 10, 20 years ago.
Oh, well, I'm going to let you know, actually. Why don't you ask me as I'm having this conversation with you? And I will share the screen.
Hold on. Let me get out of here.
You don't need to.
Boop. Bye-bye.
Whoa. All right. All right, everybody.
Look, it's Hood.
Could you do the Star Trek theme in the background? Just kind of hum it as I talk about Star Trek?
No, I can't actually because I always think if the hills are alive. So the hills are alive with the sound of music. No, I can't, dude. I don't know the song. I'm sorry.
All right, very good. Star Trek #4. This is a Marvel comic book. What do you think about that?
That Marvel did it? Actually, I'm not surprised. They did Star Wars also, didn't they?
Yeah, so Star Trek got passed around quite a bit. I'll tell you about that in a second. This opening page. So this this opening page is suggesting that they're going to go into a haunted house.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. And it starts off where Kirk is being, oh man, I wanted to get a picture of Adama from Battlestar Galactica because that guy kind of looks like him. This is Dave Cockrum on art also. Anyway, Kirk is getting information that he has to take this ambassador and this creature down the very bottom of the page to this guy's home, this ambassador's home world.
Which is a haunted house.
Yeah, exactly. Very good. So if you look at Kirk here, you'll notice that he is
looking good.
He's looking good, like from the motion picture. See that?
Ooh.
It looks like those uniforms a bit.
Yeah.
In fact, this comic came out in 79.
When did that movie come out?
77. So this comic book was the first news story after the 3-part adaptation of the movie, which I can't imagine was very exciting. But Marv Wolfman and Dave Cockrum did that, and they're doing this. And there's the crew again. I saw this in the theater. Did you ever see it?
Which one is it?
The motion picture, the very first one.
Is that the one with V'ger?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Do you like it?
I don't know if I can answer that truthfully. I liked it when I was a kid. I haven't seen it since.
It's awfully dry, I thought. I like the bald-headed woman, though.
Yeah. She's got nice legs. It's the kind of science fiction that I like, where it's like you get the twist at the end and it kind of melts your mind a little bit.
Sure. No spoilers.
Come on. 1977.
No,
I was 1 year old.
That's why. Go back and see it, everybody. In fact, you know what? Everybody's work
all looking off to the left.
Your homework for the week is to watch Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
And who's that lady in the back behind the bald lady?
The blonde or the brunette?
Oh, I didn't even see the blonde. The brunette. Like, who is this really tall lady back there?
Well, she could be. I don't know.
She's a monster.
She's a monster. I know.
Well, Kirk's real short, right? That's why they have Spock sitting down.
I guess.
Uhura's looking good.
Maybe Spock's back was hurting.
That's hilarious.
What did I say about
stand up, Jim?
Oh,
my back is killing me.
I saw somebody tweet an image of Hugh Jackman high-fiving and like slapping on multiple times a Wolverine fan who cosplayed as Wolverine. And I said on a response tweet that got no likes or no retweets, no nothing. Leonard Nimoy used to greet people that way until he severely sprained his wrist.
High-fiving?
Yeah, that's not true. Star Trek was originally published by Gold Key.
Yeah.
They did it for like 7 years or something until Marvel got their hands on it. They would specialize in these kind of covers.
Planet of Death.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about Gold Key and that kind of cover? And
I never really liked them. They never seemed super exciting, and even reprints usually kind of stink. So if you're going to get them, get the original.
I suppose so.
Oh, and there's that motion picture comic I was telling you about. There you go. I like that. DC Comics published Star Trek after Marvel Comics. This was after the third movie, so after Search for Spock,
which was also pretty interesting.
Yeah, these are written by Peter David, and they are awesome.
Was he a spring chicken back then?
He was pretty. I mean, Peter David got his start in comics and was already old because he was doing other stuff.
That's how he got his start.
This is kind of like, his first foray out of like not working just primarily on Marvel stuff. He also wrote novels, and they are, as far as I'm concerned, the better Star Trek novels out there.
Oh, so he wrote Star Trek novels.
Also,
not real novels.
Well, as far as Star Wars novels, I'd rather read his.
Star Trek,
whatever. Sorry.
What do you mean, whatever?
So this ambassador is aboard and is showing themselves to their quarters. And down in the transporter room, you see this creature here is getting loose.
Yeah, Spider-Man, I got you.
Yeah, I don't know about Spider-Man, but it's got a tail.
It's got Spider-Man all over it.
This dude is able to beat up the Star Trek guards and take their phasers.
What a surprise.
And everybody's got to do something about it. We see here he's seeing through sonar, our bad guy. And Kirk is like, Scotty, check Spock on his location and then channel a sonic backlash. And that's great because what he's doing is trying to screw up this guy's vision. And when he does, Spock comes up from behind and gives him that Vulcan neck pinch. All right. So everything's back to normal on the Enterprise. And I don't know why or who these people are down on the bottom of the page, but they're getting busy. And it's then that they see a werewolf and they're attacked, but then it disappears. And then Sulu and Chekhov, they just hang out together, obviously, because they don't do anything else. They see a ghost. Chekhov shoots it, but it disappears. It's a ghost after all.
A little trigger happy there, Chekhov.
Yeah. And so Kirk says, maybe we should go check this bad guy out, this Ray Tag, and see what the deal is with all this stuff going on. And then, that doesn't pan out. Although Ray Tag's like, hey, don't take me. I beg of you, please don't take me back to this prison world. And he's like, I'm not going to hear of it. So later on, there's a Dracula. Someone said Dracula in the comments just a little bit ago. It's pretty fortuitous. It escapes as a bat, and it is then that I say, this is not the only time in Star Trek lore that they've encountered people of the past, like Abraham Lincoln Spock was a Nazi at one time, so you know.
My God!
Yeah, there's a whole German thing going on. They've also encountered things of myth like Apollo, and
that little fella,
and they've encountered Clint Howard.
What an ugly baby.
So these are all myths and things that they've encountered in the past, in past Star Trek episodes. So this is nothing new. Unfortunately, the ambassador is bit on the neck by the Dracula. And as they approach their destination, they see this haunted house. The Ray tag guy on the bottom is like, hey, you know, I told you this is going to go bad. They decide to teleport down into the haunted house when they hear a scream, and they see this Frankenstein monster. Oh, again, we're talking about Frankenstein earlier. It's amazing how this is happening.
Good job, Corey.
Yeah, way to go. This is way more exciting. Once again, remember, it's not uncommon that
he's all grown up.
Mythological Clint Howard is in Star Trek.
Damn, he was bald as a baby?
I really like that this Frankenstein is just choking the hell out of this lady. I don't think we'd see it quite this way today.
No.
Anyway, it gets kind of convoluted and there's all this stuff. Basically, the Klingons are involved. Our heroes are held captive, and they're told that if they don't give up, they're going to be fired upon. Meanwhile, Raytag is just laughing at the end of the issue. And there is my Star Trek review. What do you think?
Yeah, it's Spider-Man.
All right, there you go.
There we go.
I thought it was a pretty fun issue. I really enjoyed having this conversation with all that other stuff. It's not a comic that I normally read.
No.
Picking up an old one was kind of fun.
Did you pick it up because somebody was like, here, throw this away for me?
No, I had a buy that came in, and I have issues 4 and 5. So I read 4 to see how it was, and I wanted to talk about it last week, but I decided to wait for this week.
Ran out of time.
Now, next week, I had a conversation with a customer, and I had to order this comic book online. They asked me, I don't remember if it was a customer buying stuff or someone just killing my time, wasting my time. So
not a customer.
Yeah, customer or not a customer, it doesn't really matter, because they asked if Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, ever went up against Man-Thing. I don't know what his tagline is. The guy who causes fear.
The guy that's the knockoff for
the man who knows the fear. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I Googled it, and it was Daredevil 114, where Man-Thing is in the story. And I thought, hey, let's look in the bin, see if we have it. We didn't. We had everything else around it.
Really?
So, yeah. So I ordered Daredevil 114.
Yeah.
And hopefully next week I'll be talking about this.
I should have paid more attention to it when I saw it, but somebody had a Instagram post up of like all of these different Swamp Thing images. And one of the Swamp Thing images was actually not Swamp Thing, it was Man-Thing.
Man-Thing.
Yeah, I should have sent it to
you. The one that everybody likes is to say that they got an issue of giant-sized Man-Thing.
Yeah, of course.
There you go.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, not my fault.
I know. I can't.
Oh, but yeah. Did I say Frankenstein's monster?
No.
Or did I say a Frankenstein monster?
I don't know. Somebody clip it. Let's go check.
There is a Corey says that Dracula is much better in comics than the novel.
I believe that.
There was a Marvel comic book in the 70s called Tomb of Dracula that introduced Blade that a lot of people know.
Yeah.
I have only read the Mike Mignola adaptation of the Bram Stoker's Dracula that, who did it? Was it Francis Ford Coppola or something like that?
Oh, that movie?
Yeah, that movie.
Oh, I don't know.
So Mignola did a mini series on that. Back when Topps was a comic book company.
I remember that.
There you go. They also did Mars Attacks.
I had that comic, actually.
The Dracula?
Yeah, I think it came in a bag. I never opened it.
They also
I didn't open any. If it was a Topps comic, it came with cards, so
Yeah.
I didn't open any of them. And I know who knows where they are now? Trash can somewhere. Nah, probably somebody's got them, but I don't.
All right, I got a review, and
For
then
what?
this one will be really fast.
Okay.
This won't be like me telling you everything that happened in the book.
Okay. Bye bye.
All right, you're welcome. Goodbye. Let me just do this. I should do this instead. Blah blah blah. All right, here we go. Now I share the screen.
Boomer.
No, it wasn't that. I knew what I was doing. Okay.
That's what it looks like.
Well, it just too many. I didn't have it prepared. That was my problem. You shouldn't have left the screen. You could have looked stupid on screen.
I can still look stupid on screen. Bye bye.
You can. All right. So,
Hey, look,
Justice.
it's Superman.
I know you don't like Superman.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
She's pretty.
She pretty.
She's very pretty.
She's very pretty and strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got all the Justice League. In fact, this is Justice League number 40. That's the alternate cover. That's the one I purchased for myself.
Oh, is this recent?
Yeah, it came out 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
This is a brand new team on Justice League. Scott Snyder and company are off the book now. There's going to be more to come from them. Now Justice League.
Didn't get fired. Yeah.
No, what basically happened was the story ended on 39, but there's all this other stuff going on. Justice League 40 continues afterwards from the original story. So it's a brand new start for everybody.
Number 1.
Basically, but 40.
Number 1.
40. So this is written by Robert Venditti. When I first realized who he was writing Exo Man of War.
That's nice looking.
Yeah, it is. Carrie Nord is a fantastic illustrator, and they always have great covers on the Valiant comic books. This is when they relaunched, and they have most of their same characters from the 90s.
You got to try to convince people not to remember the 90s.
There's some good Valiant comics from the 90s. There's some good comics from the 90s. There's a lot of crap.
There was a lot of people soured on Valiant in the 90s.
Well, it was you that told me that Harbinger #1 was going for so much, and I was shocked.
Yeah, it never stopped going for a lot of money.
I just never realized that.
Yeah. Huh. Well, why would you, right?
Yeah. Venditti also worked on The Flash when the New 52 started up.
What is that?
It's the worst picture, but
what is that?
It's a Flash Superman race, and Eddie Barrows did a crap job.
You know what's going on there is he's going so fast that the wind resistance is causing his face to peel back.
Well, as you can see, it's a selfie variant cover.
That's ridiculous.
So so DC that month decided to do selfie variants. Jerks. He also wrote Hawkman. He is writing Hawkman still. The first 12 issues are fantastic, all drawn by Brian Hitch. Doug Mahnke, the artist on this series, is known for having created with John Arcudi The Mask for what? Dark Horse Comics. It says right there. Do you like The Mask? Do you remember The Mask?
I do remember The Mask, but I'm soured on The Mask because I only really know it from the movie, and I do not like Jim Carrey.
Boy. Doug Mahnke also went on to work at DC and did Major Bummer, which is kind of a send up of 90s superheroes, you know, the steroidy kind of muscle bound.
That lady's outfit is not practical.
Not at all, but I love it. You know what I really like about Doug Mahnke? I love the way he does that nose, lip, chin, and hair combo. It's really super thick, and I just dig it. He also went on to work for Justice League of America with one of my favorite writers, Joe Kelly. He also went on to work for Justice League for New 52.
What's going on that cover? I can't even see it.
I'm sorry. Let's see. It looks like Cyborg is punching a what are they called? Parademons, I think.
Okay. I got you.
And then there's a whole bunch of the Metal Men down here.
Is Wonder Woman made of silver?
Yeah, I think this metal Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe the Metal Men were involved. I think that's what it is. They're not actually the Justice Leaguers. That's Gold from the Metal Men looking like Superman and so on and so forth.
Gotcha.
All right. He also did Superman, Wonder Woman.
Damn, that looks good.
Yeah, that was a good series. I liked his work on that. And he did my most favorite action comics of all time with Joe Kelly, Superman
in diapers.
Yeah, it's very good. So this opens up in Minnesota and something rockets to Earth and the Justice League show up. And they're like, hey, John Stewart, the Green Lantern, actually knows him, who it is. And that dude pays him for his trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So there's a big old fight going on. And I like this. Look at how he uses his lantern or his ring. He puts goggles on the dude since he was blasting him. And he calls him so John Stewart calls this guy Lantern Yat. And that's a revelation, if you will. And when they have him under surveillance and kind of like, realizing that this guy has a problem with some substances on Earth, and that's why he was a little bit under the weather, if you will. Anyway, he came with this guy Yat comes with a warning that the Eradicator is coming, and he's done all this science experiments and all this other stuff, and he has a big old bunch of people that he's going to come to Earth with and really wreck things up. Meanwhile, Batman's supposed to go and find Madame Xanadu. He doesn't notice that, this is a lit doorway, if you will, a secret portal. And eventually he gets captured by her. And as he's doing that, he's talking to the Justice League, and they're like, you better hurry up because the Eradicator's shown up with all his clones. And that's how the issue ends. So, why am I telling you about this? Because
I don't know.
Tomorrow, number 41 comes out. And do I have it? Oh, I don't have it here. Oh, yeah, I do.
Yes.
And there's number 41.
And this is what you'll be using your check your attitude machine for?
Yeah, my check your attitude machine.
Yes.
So that looks better.
Yes.
So hopefully it'll be a fuller screen. I won't have to take it with my phone.
Get rid of all those white bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, cool. Super neat, man. I'm actually looking forward to that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's how I'll do those videos. Or do these. And what I'll try and do is I'll try and make some videos with these so that
it's like an overhead projector, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll do it with a script, maybe do some music underground like you used, underneath it like you did when we would do the other videos, and see if we can't get something a little worked out. But I don't want to do it in such a way that it's actually spoiling all of it. I wouldn't tell every page like I did this. This was just an example of what might be going on going forward.
Do you remember that? Do you remember when I spoiled that saga? That big deal on Saga?
Wait, was it a spoil or was it the fact that you had like curse words on there or something?
No. I mean, maybe there was a curse word. I don't know. I didn't block out everything. I just couldn't be bothered. But I showed one of the panels.
Oh, somebody dying.
Of somebody dying, and you were like, that was a really big deal. You shouldn't have shown that. And I was like, whatever, too late now.
Was it one of the interviewer guys that did that got killed? Do you remember if it was that or
it was the dude with horns that got killed?
Yeah, well, it's been over a year. If you haven't read Saga, get with it.
And yeah, he was shot. And he goes,
dude, that was great ending. All right, so when I read that issue of Saga, I was like this. I was at the front counter, and I'm reading it, and I get to the last page, and I see what happens, and I just start laughing. And then I read the letters pages, and they're like, oh, we're going to take at least a year hiatus. And I started laughing. And then as a store owner, I started crying.
Yeah. That's fine, man. When Saga comes back, it's going to be a pretty big deal.
If it ever comes back.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it's been like 14 months now.
Has it?
Every month I get the new previews, and the first thing we look for is Saga coming back, you know. I'm sure we'll find out 24 hours before it does, or before we see that.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
That's how it works.
That's all you need, really.
Yeah. God, I wonder if there's anything in this comic book pile that I could thrill you with.
No. Probably not.
Probably not.
Unless it came from a Heavy Metal magazine, something like that. Maybe.
Ooh, I'm going to do it then right now.
Do it.
All right. Let me, yeah, comic book hook is fine. All right, let me do this. All right. Can you see that?
This is that oversized one.
Yeah, so this is Wonder Woman Dead Earth.
Yeah, you said people were upset about this?
Yeah, they didn't like. Firstly, I got this cover for myself because I love the depiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people were very upset with the way Wonder Woman looks.
So these are people that just like to complain and whine?
Comic book fans, let me tell you, they always complain. And the thing is when you get more stuff, don't fixate on the fact that she looks this way.
Dude, she almost looks like she was drawn by Mobius in that bottom right panel.
I like that. That's the reason why I'm showing this when you said heavy metal.
Yeah.
This is, I like Daniel Warren Johnson quite a bit. He did Extremity.
Yep, I remember.
We've done videos on that.
And they cut her hand off in that one. That's that one?
Yeah, that one where she loses her hand.
The artist.
She's an artist. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, this tells the story of Wonder Woman waking up in the future. And things aren't awesome. In fact, everybody she knows is dead. And she may have been responsible for it. And now she's kind of leading the charge to right that which is wrong. And it's a real, it's a post-apocalyptic. She looks grungy and a little dirty. And a lot of people were saying, Wonder Woman is supposed to be, beautiful.
Yeah,
you were even saying, oh, she's pretty.
She hasn't put her makeup on yet. She just woke up, y'all.
Oh, come on. Wonder Woman doesn't need makeup.
You're right.
I mean,
but
she's
her
Wonder
clothes
Woman, right?
Are probably pretty ratty after sleeping for that long.
Yeah.
I mean, she slept in her clothes, right?
Yeah. I mean, even though it was like, hyperbaric or whatever that is. Anyway, I really liked it. Daniel Warren Johnson, he writes and he draws it, and good stuff. Also check out his Murder Falcon. I'm also a really big fan of the Teen Titans. I think the creative team is going to be off soon, which is a little bit of a bummer because I've really been enjoying this quite a bit. And yeah, I don't really need to tell you more than that. It's just really good. Also coming out tomorrow, Teen Titans related, is a $1 comic book.
Uno.
This is from the new Teen Titans #2. And if this guy at all looks like Deadpool, this is definitely all right, I should say this guy right here. The Ravager is the son of Deathstroke, and Deathstroke is first introduced in Teen Titans #2, new Teen Titans #2. There he is.
Look at those bell bottoms.
Yeah, I don't think it's bell bottoms. I know
it's his boots. They're those stupid pirate boots.
What are those called? I can't remember.
No idea.
Corey will tell us.
Not real.
Speaking of Corey, that's Coriander, Starfire. She's the orange one right there. And that's Wonder Girl and Robin. It's the classic new Teen Titans team for $1.
Classic.
I love this. It's so great. I mean, look at what this is. The Ravager. That's Terminator's son, Deathstroke's son. If he could do this to the Titans, what's Deathstroke going to do to them? All right.
What is he going to do to him?
Well, what really happens is, okay, so the thing about Deathstroke is that he can use 90% of his brain. And in doing so, he's like super smart. He can mimic moves that he sees. He's a great fighter. He knows what's going to happen before it happens. And the Ravager, his son, wants to do what his father is doing. And it doesn't go well.
Didn't Deathstroke see that coming?
Well, see, Deathstroke is
90%
suitable for the procedure to make him the way he is. But as it usually is, very few people can follow up. That's why there's only one Captain America. And there's really only one Deathstroke.
Huh? Oh, gotcha. Okay. It took me a minute, but I'm with you.
All right. Tomorrow, Conan number 13 comes out. Conan.
Okay, let me tell you a real quick story. When we were going skiing, we were on the lift, and this guy was telling me and Philip. Philip makes small talk with strangers, which is uncomfortable. But anyway, this guy was like talking about how he works for this company that sells like $1 million comic books and $1 million this and that, and like it's an auction house. Like
hockey.
What?
Was it hockey?
Nah, I don't remember what it was called. But anyway, he was going on and on and on about his Frazetta, the stuff that they sell that's Frazetta and etc. And he's like, I'm a huge sci-fi guy. And I'm like, oh yeah, who do you like for sci-fi? And he's like, Back to the Future. Fucking dumbass.
Everybody loves Back to the Future, right?
That's not sci-fi. Get the fuck out of here. Guy was a fucking dilettante.
A dilettante, huh?
Yeah, it's like me in comics.
Okay. Well, the thing about Conan is that it's now being written by Jim Zub. Jim Zub did Skull Kickers. He did Savage Sword of Conan recently. He's done a lot of fantasy stuff. He's done Dungeons and Dragons, Rick and Morty, Dungeons and Dragons, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing how he does. I'm also looking forward to seeing if I care about Conan going forward. Zub. New Mutants comes out tomorrow. It's written by Jonathan Hickman. It's Rod Reyes is the artist, and hopefully this storyline of them being in space comes to an end. So that they got no, I like it. Stuff? It's been a real fun story. It's just with the on again, off again of this story, so that they go back to Earth and then do another story during that time. I would like to see this one end so that it could get a little bit more cohesive according to the X-Men or with the X-Men.
Yeah.
One last comic book to actually two last comic books to show you. We have Bang number 1.
Bang
number 1.
Yeah. Bang.
It's written by Matt Kent with art by Wilfredo Torres. I read the first 5 or 6 pages. We have a James Bond type guy. He's getting out of a trap that he's in. And he's doing this all so that he can steal this book. See this book on the right over here?
Sorry, I was distracted by the red swimsuit. Yeah, I see it.
That's the book on the back. I like Matt Kent comic books because he'll do cool things with the advertising of this.
You know what we're looking at back there, right? Now the back cover, that the title. Do you see the title? The 18 Stigmata Philip Verve. That is a play on 3 Stigmata of Palmer Eldridge by Philip K. Dick.
Oh, really? Well, this guy is stealing a science fiction novel.
Mm-hmm.
This James Bond type guy. He's working for MI10.
Oh, boy.
And he meets up with this woman.
Hey, lady.
And she's like playing rough with him when they're getting sexy time.
All right.
Except that, guess what?
What? She's actually bam.
And she takes the book.
Damn.
And the story begins.
That bitch is awesome.
So there you go. Hey, maybe I found a comic that you might at least, want to know more about. And then lastly, the name of the show is The Best There Is at What He Does. And what he does is come back and have a new number one.
Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine.
The Wolverine.
I'm going to share screen with you in just a sec. Don't go away.
I'm here.
I'm here. Let me just get it up and ready before I
wonder why it's 18 whatever's of Philip.
Well, there's something about this guy's writing. Okay, so in Bang, what they're talking about is that in this guy's writing, in between the passages and everything, there are secret codes, and they're trying to figure out what they are.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think it's got a little. Matt Kent always does weird stuff like that. He's always playing with perceptions and I don't know what is it called when you're subliminal type stuff, and I like it. Yeah. Anyway, let me share the screen one last time. Bloop. So there's going to be a lot of Wolverine covers going forward. Look at that party one. What do you think of that?
That's pretty funny.
All right. There's a alternate cover.
Nice.
Some of these, I'm only going to have the alternate covers because as it happens, people ask for more Wolverines than I actually originally ordered, except for the alternate covers. There's another one.
That one's an alternate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I have that one, but I'm just showing you the extent it goes.
That's 4 so far.
Oh, yeah. This is a die cut cover.
I like die cut, man. That stuff doesn't last at all.
No, not at all. So you got to really take care of it, especially since these die cuts are these long scrapes. So
yeah, doomed. Absolutely.
That
doomed.
is Chip Kidd that did that.
Of course. Yeah, that makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Wolverine's first number one was a Frank Miller, Chris Claremont joint. And then that's his first regular series issue, a reproduction of it. And the art in this one is by Adam Kubert. Here's me taking a picture of it. Wolverine's all messed up. You can see his adamantium skeleton.
Ooh.
There he is kind of like healing. And then you see all these X-Men down on the ground, just all messed up. And he's like, they're dead at his hands.
Oh.
And there he is holding Jean Grey as he's like healing. You can see his brain coming back, and stuff like that. So there you go. There's my preview of Wolverine. I don't want to tell you anymore.
And that's what's coming out.
And that's coming out. $8, everybody.
What? Come on.
Thick book. Look at this. Can you tell the difference in thickness? Look at that.
No.
Look at how thick that is.
$8. You got to be kidding, man. That's ridiculous.
Well, yeah. So I asked if this maybe was Marvel finally jumping the shark with the Dawn of X books. Fallen Angels was finally leg warmers, Corey says. No, not leg warmers. They're like Buccaneer pants or something.
Yeah, that's the boots, or man.
The boots.
It's the
Buccaneer boots. Yeah. There's some word for it, like
dumb.
epaulets.
Might be dumb. Yeah.
If Captain America's doing it, I think it's okay. Deathstroke, I'm down. Almost everybody else, I'm not okay with it.
All right.
It's like a short cape. Please.
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 Please. Please. No capes.
Oh, I didn't even show anybody any of these really cool things that I put up. I want everybody to pay attention to Etienne's words of wisdom.
Man, do you remember how good Dawkins was? Man, do you remember how good Dawkins was? That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I told you I was going to do it.
I'm happy. Good. Great. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Dawkins was terrible. Just so we're not taken out of context.
Hold on. I got another one for you. I got this one.
How can you sleep with my best friend and then tell me about it?
Sure, I told you about it, baby. But don't shoot the messenger.
Brain Candy. Watch it.
Yeah.
It's a very important movie.
Yes.
Very important movie.
Yeah.
I think we're winding down a little earlier than normal.
A couple minutes.
Just a couple minutes. I'm really I don't know if I said this when we were talking about the store. Every day I've already got one foot out the door of the old place. I'm so ready to go. I mean, in the morning, there was a cartoon, a Looney Tunes cartoon, where there's a wolf and there's a sheepdog, a sheep herder dog or whatever,
Yeah.
And they clock in to go to work, and the wolf wants to steal sheep, and then the dog wants to protect the sheep, right?
Yeah.
And then when they clock out, they're like, see you later, see you tomorrow, that type of thing.
Yeah.
And I see that bum in the morning, the crazy person.
Yeah.
And then when I clock out at night, it's like, see you later.
Crazy.
Who's the crazy one here?
Still crazy.
Oh, I'm so glad I was able to remember how I wanted to tie that all together.
Yeah.
I didn't forget it like I always do.
That's all right. That's all right.
Anyway, I'm ready. I am so ready to just move on to my exciting new life where we're going to just be editing videos all the time with our seizure cameras and all sorts of stuff.
Check your attitude.
That's right.
Cameras.
That's right. Check your attitude camera.
Yeah. It's seizure?
Seizure, yes.
Huh. To prevent seizures?
To prevent them, yeah.
To cause them? Man. I think that thing's going to be pretty cool, man. I'd like to see what you can do with it. I assume it's USB.
Yeah, I think that, yeah.
It's got to be, right? Yeah. Everything is
these
days.
That's what it was billed to be. So that's Patreon money, everybody. So, hey, before I leave, don't forget. Oh, wait, I've had it up this whole time. Oh, don't forget. Thank you to all our Patreons. You're going to see a vast improvement in the show as you continue to a vast improvement. You're helping the store stay alive, and I really appreciate it from afar. And anytime you come in, we're going to have something for you eventually. Awesome. I just have to figure it out. I like the point system, like you've been talking about.
Yeah.
Actually, I could. One of the things I was thinking is listening to NPR the way I do. Fool that I am. What is this not working?
What?
Oh, the Nerd Grocery site. There's nothing on it right now. So, all right. So I was listening to NPR and they're having a pledge drive. Boy, they really hammer it home. Can't have a pledge drive.
NPR? Yeah, they do it every year or whatever.
They do it like 4 times a year or something.
4 times? Yeah, just
2 times a year. I don't know. It's something like that. And so this is kind of like that. Giving to Patreon is making it so that we can, have fun and do stuff. Hopefully I'll get a camera and then we can start working on your end. And then hopefully when Jeff shows up, we can start working on his end.
My end? What's wrong with my end?
Yeah, you suck.
Yeah, you go to hell. You go to hell.
Oh, Brewhaw's in here? I didn't even know that.
That's because you don't look at chat. You're a bad man.
Oh, I see.
You're a bad person.
God damn.
Yeah, she's been in here a while, man.
Oh, I'll see her tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, anyhow, thank you everybody for listening. If you appreciate this show, if you enjoyed this show, if you just hate me and like him, or hate him and like me, hit thumbs up. And don't hit thumbs down. We don't do that one anymore. We're only thumbs up show.
Cavalier boots.
Cavalier boots. Yeah. There you go.
Corey got it.
Cavalier boots.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding. All right.
Bang, bang.
Thank you, Corey. And we'll see you next time.
Good night, everybody.